Reaper's Underground. We hope you survive.
Yes, indeed. My demons on a Thursday night. Oh, I couldn't let a week go by without seeing your favorite big bad devil daddy himself, and I brought my undead brother, Mortimer Deadfellow, along for this one because god damn, do we have one hell of a movie review for you tonight. Man, this piece of tawdry deliciousness, unholiness, blasphemous in every beautiful way possible. We are going to be talking about the film Torture the Flesh by Derek Braasch and Chivi's Film Productions. And I am so excited. I've been waiting to watch this film for so long. And I happened to see that it's, guess what? On Tubi for free. Free. Let me say that again. Free. That's right. There is no excuse not to catch this film. It has been to film festivals and people are taking notice. That's because they with a hammer. And so many other delectable tools. And we can't wait to deep dive into this one, people, because, oh, man, Black Flame Universe. Woo! It is not for the faint of heart because one might lose one's head.
In several ways.
Oh, yes. So many different amazing kills. So guess what, people? If you are a true crime fan, if you are a fan of horror thrillers, cop dramas, and you guessed it, serial killer love-ins, this is the film for you. And we can't wait to get into it. Good evening to Kyler. What's going on, my brother? Lizzie and everyone else that is watching. This is the time to share this out anywhere and everywhere that there is an indie horror lover, a horror lover, and fans of so many different films, The Collector. You're going to absolutely love this one. So
you can find us on Facebook, on YouTube, on our Discord.
Everywhere.
Hey, for our brother Kyler.
Yes.
The Underground, Reaper's Underground. You can find us all.
Absolutely. And just this week, thank you to all my new followers. Holy shit. 200 new followers to Reaper's Underground.
See, and that means that people are starting to understand. They can smell the horror barbecue. Understand.
The is cooking.
With the tracks of the band, you know, get wasted on satanic Saturdays on the goddamn program, or sit here with our lovely host of all hosts, the big double daddy Reaper himself, on Reaper's Underground. Or dig me up.
Yes, and I wanted to make sure, right. And I wanted to make sure that we definitely did something before I leave for my trip this weekend to Pennsylvania for the premiere of Grind. That's right. Me as the 9-foot demon, the body double for Ginger Lynn. How many people can say that?
I can see it. I can see it.
Fabulous.
Because it works because Ginger Lynn is unstoppable as well as so is the big double daddy. So
exactly right. I just kind of up the ante in a very demonic way. It's
well, of course, one has to. I mean, come on. I mean, she's a scream queen and a porn queen. You got to show respect. You know.
But before we get into all this madness, let's take a quick commercial break to our brother across the pond, PoisonValleyScareware.com. That's right. If you are looking for the latest and greatest in horror apparel, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, skull caps, you name it, get over there and see Dave over at Poison Valley Scareware because he can do all original art for you, whatever it is that you're looking for. Very, very low prices, quick shipping. Right. So here we are talking about Torture the Flesh.
Yeah, it had me at the name.
And honestly, it had me at the name too. I wasn't sure what I was in for with this because, I take it to very dark places. I'm like, this is going to be sadistic, maybe a little S&M here and there. A little bit of something because we like to torture the flesh around here, I mean, look,
It happens. I wouldn't be the man I was if I didn't torture it.
Christina, what's up, girl? Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight because, as I said, very early in the morning, this devil is going to be traveling fast.
Hey, you got to think about it. Ain't nobody travels faster than the devil.
Or the dead.
Well, we fit in any kind of compartment. I mean, I've had parts travel across country in a bread basket.
It's like, you could stick us in a little baggie, and then just throw a little water on us, and then poof, here we are.
Yeah, I'm already half dehydrated half the time anyway. So
right.
Hydrated.
Throw a little black velvet on me. I'll grow.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, the shower sounds.
But he will bloom in Saturday. That's when it blooms.
But now that we've gotten completely off topic,
as always,
right? Wrong show.
Just a little,
guys. So obviously, we are all fans of masked killers. We love them. But the thing about Torture the Flesh is this hits upon a genre that has always been one of my favorites. I mean, going back to Maniac, The Town That Dreaded Sundown, so many classic slasher films that, you have your budding cops that are trying to solve grisly murder. And let me tell you, these murders are not for the faint of heart. I'm going to set this up for you in epic fashion because obviously we don't want to give 1,000% away.
No, of course not.
Because we want you guys to go and watch the film. So you're out with your girls. You're having a good time. You got your good dresses on. And I don't know. You might want to see the big bad devil daddy himself in a fucking dress. I don't know. It might be kind of fun. It
might sell some tickets. I mean, come on.
I mean, Ozzy did it, so right?
Why not? He showed us how.
That's right. So, and here you are. You're having a good time, and you have to work the next day. So it's like, I gotta go home. And at first, I don't know about y'all or you, Morty, but, I'm thinking, okay, so many mistakes are going to be made at the beginning of this because I kind of get a sense of where this is going. It makes things so innocent. And I think it's such a beautiful homage to the 80s slasher genre. Yeah. But also the 90s as well.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of that.
Well, we had films, Urban Legends, which was a masked killer. We had Valentine, which was a masked killer.
Oh, man, so underrated, that one. We may have to put that on the barbecue.
Valentine's a good one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that is kind of the thing. It kind of came out of nowhere, didn't get a sequel.
No.
And then they even went into it with like the Happy Death Days and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
With a masked killer.
So this is a movie that kind of compiles all, I think, of this genre in so many amazing ways. And you're out with your girls, and you're like, well, nobody wants to, well, two of them, want to continue this party. And one of them's like, no, I got to work in the morning. And I'm just thinking, this is so fucking funny, right? And you get into your house and I'm thinking, not going to turn any lights on, right? I was pleasantly surprised. Turned on some lights.
I was going to say, TV, as soon as she came in the door, she locked the front door right behind her. Didn't open the door wide and leave it open. It's like I was really proud of her on things like that.
I was proud too. I'm like, oh, she has the possibility of surviving what's
right.
coming.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
And I was like, oh shit, was I wrong? So she gets upstairs. Okay. And, just like anybody else after a night of drinking and sweating and maybe possibly grinding. I don't know.
Right.
But you're dancing, you're having a good time and you want to take a shower. And then I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that in a horror movie that drops your chances. Pretty
exactly. I was like, rule number one.
Basically stay musty because if you try to take a shower, you're in deep crap.
Oh, absolutely. Because once that curtain closes, it is curtains for you, right?
Well, we all go a little mad sometimes.
Just a little bit. But in this case, and I believe this was Lillian Lamore, her character.
Yes.
Who was having a nice innocent time she's just trying to get, laid down for the night so she can go to bed, all that stuff. But damn it, she doesn't get very far because somebody in a mask. And if you can't tell from the glorious front cover here, these masks are, in my opinion, is becoming iconic. It's been used in a few films, but this one, it's like every different
it's kind of like a purge style.
It's a purge style mask, but they're constantly changing it. Like they don't just
that is
that's
true.
What I love about it.
Yeah, I did enjoy that.
Our serial killers, we like to see a little variety.
Which you don't get. I mean, we can be honest, right? It's like you look at it like that. Because even for like the old school ones with Jason, it's always a hockey mask and a jumpsuit. Freddy, it's the sweater, the glove, and the hat. Michael Myers, mask and a jumpsuit. Pinhead better be in leather and spikes and shit, and have nails in his head.
Right? Hey, The Longest Take. What's up, man? The Longest Take podcast in the house. Good to have you. Yep, we love Chivi's as well. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be co-starring in a Chivi's production in September. So I'm happy to do this review in every sense of the imagination. Christina says, oh, great. Now you tell me as I'm in the shower. Just make sure you peek around the corner. Make sure that nobody's trying to, come up.
It's all right. As long as you're not in the Bates Motel, you should be all right.
Well, I mean, not even the Bates Motel. Shit, your own fucking house nowadays. Come on.
Norman will be with you shortly.
Right? Do you need your bed turned down?
That's all right. I'll trip him down the stairs. You'll be fine. We take care of our demons.
Right?
I'm the worst thing under the bed.
No doubt. So, at this point, she's feeling pretty secure in herself, but man, right out of the gate, let me tell you, when you think of brutality, and if you are a fan of brutality, such as us, I mean, this fucking opening scene is woo. It goes from 0 to 60 really fucking fast, people. And we love that shit.
And then hits about a good 500 just.
No looking around. There's no, thought I heard a noise. No, she thinks she's about to take a nice shower and get into bed. But instead, she gets fucking put into bed very quickly.
Yeah.
Well, to quote Cannibal Corpse, fucked by a knife. This is not for the faint of heart, guys. The music is fucking stellar through this scene as well. I mean, it only amps the intensity because you just don't know what's going to happen. And then to, kiss it all off, after the damage is well completely done, we're going to take some samples, right? And nothing says fuck you like throwing your own entrails on top of your body. That is our opening scene to this film. And right then and there, you had me from start to finish. I'm like, I can't wait to get into this thing.
I mean, it could be a nod, like you were saying, to Texas Chainsaw, maybe, or
well, a little bit. I mean, there are moments, and we'll get to that because definitely Texas Chainsaw vibes in here, but also we get some Collector vibes.
Yeah,
if you're a fan of that franchise.
Yeah, very, very much so. I'd agree on that because it's like it's almost like you were saying too. It's almost like a way, like what you were saying, like the nods to the different like serial killers that are in this film, or even maybe unintentionally, not. By straight up trying to do it on purpose, but like Richard Ramirez, because you got this string of attacks just happening in this town, and they don't know anything. It's like they're not messing up or giving themselves away.
No, not at all.
It's not. Oh, it's only these type of people or whatever like that. There's not exactly. Something that they can go, hey, make sure you avoid so-and-so and so-and-so. And so, there's no way to kind of warn anybody.
No, not at all. And it's like when the fucking news is on, it's, talked about so-and-so family killed or whatever.
Right, exactly.
It's just senseless. There's no pattern. There's no, and we love that type of psychological horror with our thriller. Because this whole time you're like, why is this guy doing this? Why, and it's not always calculated, which this opening scene to some people, it might feel calculated, like, oh, he preys on young girls, right? Nah, as we get deeper into this film, this was just hey, I'm here. Looky what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And
pretty
we are
much. It was
kind of
announcing, announcing to the town, you guys better buckle up because it's about to get crazy around here.
Oh yeah, I mean you're
going to deal with
you're
stuff.
Totally fucking in for it. Like
you're not prepared for what's coming your way.
No, this is like I'm just getting warmed up, guys.
Yeah,
and
literally.
A lot of times when an opening scene like that opens us up and we figure out that, oh, this is gonna be fun.
Right. It gave me like almost in that part, like you were saying, especially once the authorities are brought into it, was a 7 vibe.
Well, that's another one. Absolutely. It's like, okay, somebody is on a mission. And they are oh man, their kill style is not what you would expect by any stretch of the imagination. So when credits start to roll, there's this constant hands in meat. I got such Drayton Sawyer vibes from Texas Chainsaw. Grandpa, like he's like, or not grandpa, the dad is in my head saying that only the best cuts of meat.
Right. No, that was Drayton.
Yeah.
The cook, right? You're right. It was Drayton. Yeah.
Yep. He was the one winning all the chili contests.
Yeah.
And we just see these hands working on meat, and he's pounding it, he's massaging it, and I'm sitting here going, this is awesome. We truly get the feel that the flesh here is truly what is this film is going to be all about. You kind of get to, it's like get to know your serial killer for a second.
But I mean, that's one of the things too, is you got to appreciate when a film's title gives you what it says it is.
Very much so, because just from the title alone, I didn't know what we were going to get into. Then I saw obviously the poster, and I'm sitting here going, okay, so this could be a serial killer style kind of movie. And that is something. This film, before we even get more into it, is something that I feel indie horror needs right now. We needed a film like this. You think about The Night Stalker, you think about Silence of the Lambs, and you're trying to track a killer.
Plus, Son of Sam, things like, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it gave me
those great films where you're following these cop duo 7, like we mentioned before.
Or even too, as you had said to me, though, it's like The Town That Dreaded Sundown.
Oh man, that was a big one.
It's like an unknown mass.
Yes, USDA prime choice meat. Yeah, that's what was in my head when I'm watching the opening credits for this.
See, I thought of Motel Hell.
Okay, yeah, you can do that too.
Of Motel Hell, the last thing the killer says. I don't know why, but it did. It popped into my head.
Hey, if it popped into your head, it did. That's one of the beautiful things about Derek Braasch and Chivi's films, is that they're giving you a thrill ride, and that's what you're gonna get. You think you got shock and awe? Well, guess what? We're gonna give you something a little different. It's gonna make you feel uneasy, and we love that shit. That tension and release that we're always talking about when it comes to storytelling. It's building. And then we meet, for the first time, our one of our cops anyway. If I can pull him up, there he is. Man, Joe DiPartolo. Oh my goodness. Not only is he just synonymous with excellent horror films, television, so many great indie productions, but I feel like this role for him, he played this shit to the max.
Oh yeah. He very much
just out of the gate, man.
Yeah, when we first the character, you're like, oh man, this dude's a piece of work. Wow, as like he's the detective. Oh crap, because it's like how negative and mean and everything he is to everything, and it's like, oh screw you, all that. It's like, yeah, but he embodied that.
Before you even get to know too much about his character, you kind of get a sense when he's talking to somebody that he's kind of an asshole. Like he really doesn't really care. And we want our cops to care. We want them to be like, oh my goodness,
Right. Please help me.
Thank you for answering that, Lizzie. I was kind of like going in my head to try to remember the runtime. So I'm glad you were able to give that to Kyler. Thank you. But we get to know this guy that works at a butcher shop. Yeah. And kind of, sort of, I start getting feelings like I'm just looking at this guy and I'm not too sure, like, why is he kind of a pinnacle, of the film? And, seems like a regular guy. He goes to a bar, like a regular neighborhood guy.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Pretty good. He comes home. He's got a nice family. Wife and kid, and another kid on the way. Unholy fuck.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden tragedy finds him. Yeah. And it's like, you're not quite how to take his emotion.
Yeah.
When he comes home from the bar. And this one night, and I mean, there's cops swarming all over the place. And Joe DiPartolo's character comes in, Detective Stevens.
Yeah.
And he's like, calm down.
Right.
where were you this evening? Like, just like not this warm, caring,
Right. No, yeah, he was
kind of
straight to
guy.
business. You're the first suspect, which is true though. That the husband would be the prime suspect.
Right. Most of the
But
time. But I think it's like he already gets that in his head. Like, oh, you're the guy who did it.
right, yeah, he's already got him dead to rights when he first meets him.
But it's such an awkward meeting, though, too.
Oh
Because,
yeah.
you know, Darren Bowman's character, Daniel, he's not bursting into tears. He's not, screaming
Right,
like
right,
somebody
right.
would. I mean, your wife and daughter just got taken out, man. And you had another one on the way. Shouldn't you be like just torn to pieces?
Right, ripping the
Kind of
place
thing.
down, trying to get to the person. Yeah, no, yeah, I agree.
But at the same token, you got, Detective Stevens being like, we're going to do the best we can, but I need you to calm down. I need you to
Right.
talk to me. It's like, dude, do you realize dude's family just got slaughtered?
Right. Yeah.
Maybe you're going to be like,
where
I'm
are your
so sorry
people
for your
skills?
loss. Yeah.
I know you had that in the training.
Right. Can you tell me anything about, what happened? Instead, he's just kind of like, another day on the job, right?
Well, that's the thing. It's like his character is like hitting the sauce all the time, you know?
Well, that's what we were about to actually get into. That's where I was going. The next thing we know, we cut over to Detective Stevens, and I swear this scene was, if you thought this dude had asshole tendencies, it gets worse.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, no, that's exactly how I felt. It's like, okay, so you really want me to know how bad this dude is? Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. You got me.
You're like,
Yep.
okay, I know his type.
Yep. Yeah. They don't do well in horror movies usually, you know.
No, they really don't. And it's like, we love characters like this. I think Detective Stevens is absolutely brilliant. Joe DiBartolo absolutely nails this shit to the wall.
I think
he does.
He makes you feel like he's really the character in the world. He gives like feeling.
He feels like somebody in that position would be.
Yeah.
I've been on the job for X amount of years, and I'm around scum all the time. I'm drinking every chance I get. I'm going to stop off, get a fucking prostitute, or stop to a strip club, And every token, he's trying to solve this case. But the crazy part is what comes in. And he's got a new partner. And I have to say that Andre Boyd, who plays Larry, is the perfect sidekick.
Oh, yeah. So no, I agree.
Have Detective Stevens, who's basically, US's best fucking, grade of shit.
Yeah.
But he's got this partner who's new. He's a new detective, and he's gung ho. He wants to find connections and everything. And Detective Stevens is just like, this may be an unsolved case, but bodies start stacking up.
Right. Yeah.
And things start to get really fucking interesting.
The killer makes the case undeniable that it has to get police attention because he's not stopping. He's increasing. It's like every single time he's upping, his ferocity to get his point across to the police. So it really is kind of a cat and mouse game that the killer's having with the police, like you would in any serial killer kind of thriller horror,
And what happens is that suddenly family members or close people to both of our detectives that are trying to solve this thing, this killer knows who they are and where they live. And it's like every time you think that they're out there looking for this guy, he's out there watching them. He knows everything, literally everything. And that's what makes a serial killer film that much scarier to me.
Yeah, it's a violation of privacy too. and just a violation of self.
Yes.
It's like, so yeah, totally. No, I get that 100%.
We
And
don't
it
really
does.
to films like this where you start to see that the killer. How many times have we seen in these films the killers are always taunting
Right.
the police? Right? They're always trying to. Sometimes they'll even show up at the crime scene,
Right.
to see the aftermath.
Right.
It's like a big spectacle. Hey, I got this great audience for this art.
Right.
That I'm doing.
Right.
Right. And the fact that the great Lynn Lowry, I've had the privilege of working with her multiple times from the original The Crazies film and other excellent films, delivers a fantastic character in this film. She is Detective Stevens' ex-wife.
Yeah.
And the first time that we see the two of them together, it was fucking magic. I'm like, dude, this is like real life.
No, exactly. That's it. See, I wrote that down. That was one of my notes. It was like, yeah, no, the way that they interacted with each other was real for a family that had been like he had said. It's like you're this guy that is over his job, doesn't care, is corrupt as the day is long, as well as wanting to solve the case, and doesn't care about his marriage or anything like that, and it's like, and she's the one that's had to put up with it more than anybody because she's married to him, so it's like, yeah, and watch them go back and forth. Yeah, that was
my goodness. I'm like, it's like these two are fucking married or were married or something.
Yeah, and then they go, oh yeah, my ex-wife, and it's like, I knew it. It's like, I fucking knew it.
Yeah. Seriously. And it was so fucking funny too, because Detective Stevens just walks into his house like he still owns it, still has it.
Right.
And it's, she's like, what the fuck are you doing here, you piece of shit? Right. And then, some guy comes down the stairs who's like 20 years younger than her. I started laughing my ass off. I'm like, this is fucking brilliant. Right.
See, but I thought it's like, hey, she's pretty enough. She could get a dude. I mean, come on now. Don't hate. Right? Don't hate. It's like, come on.
No, not hating at all.
No, not you. Not you. I was just saying, it's like, no, because, Detective Stevens obviously did, but it's like, bro, I get it because you're an older dude, the character, but it's like, but at the end of the day, for me, don't hate, man. Just still a pretty lady. She can pull in a young dude, leave her alone.
Well, it's like, guys like that who think they're in control all the fucking time.
Right.
Well, just because we're divorced doesn't mean that that's not my dog and that's not my house.
Right.
I'm just going to help myself to the Frigidaire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's what he's doing. And I'm like, it's so real.
It was, exactly, because the part of that scene, which I can say this without ruining anything for our demons, which I would never do.
Right.
He never takes a sandwich. By the end of the whole scene, doesn't take the sandwich.
Nope. Wasted meat.
Well, he's angry, but it makes sense because, I mean, like you said, it's very real on how they just get angry or being around each other. The more it's like, oh, well, you
can tell that there's history there.
Yeah, exactly.
And
quickly.
It foreshadows more about the Detective Stevens character.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already seen him pimp slap a hooker. You know what I mean? He's boozing it up all night long.
Oh, yeah.
Not even at certain points, like, how the fuck is he even standing?
Right. No, it's like that police
Meanwhile,
station. It's like he's got a set. He's just hitting at the police station. That's a brass set,
Oh, big time.
Right.
But meanwhile, there's more bodies piling up, more carnage.
Yeah.
And that's where the collector vibes, even some Art the Clown vibes kind of come in.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you are going to get a working station full of tools of all unholy devices.
Things that were
Uh,
not designed to be used on people.
yep. Almost, I don't know. There's so many fucking Cobra, Stallone and
Oh
Cobra.
yes,
That
Cobra.
also popped up into my head because, like, he's got so many different weapons that he could just have fun. This is an
Oh yeah, and that
artist.
crazy knife and Cobra's that's a good action movie for people Stallone wise.
Oh yeah, very different for him.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, and it's like, but that's the same kind of thing that they did with this. Is it's like a killer
Mm-hmm.
that you can't really put down. Oh, what he's gonna do next?
No, we're in the
And he
strike.
knows the
He
people
hits it
closest to.
random.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
It's
the
almost
thing. He's always hitting it random.
see, but I want to say to an end to me, a little flavor of Jigsaw
Little bit.
because
He can hit you night or day.
like the pre-planning, yeah, it's like it was it was already pre-set up. We didn't even have to go through the scenes of the pre-planning in some cases, really.
Nope.
But I liked that because they kept keeping a lot of aspects to the killer a mystery.
Yes,
And then that's
absolutely.
better. That's always better for a horror film.
The whole fucking way.
Yeah, because you got to give a chance, in my opinion, personally. Okay,
Mhm.
for any kind of film, be it a horror movie or anything, if it has to do with a whodunit,
Yes.
you need to give the audience a chance to put their theories together.
Exactly. Forming those opinions on
And this
who
film,
it might be,
does that.
who
it
is
could be.
next.
It's like, is that is the director doing this to misdirect me? Are they
Nice, Kyler. This is my yard, Linda.
There you go.
Right?
Exactly.
But yeah, there's a scene that happens where he strikes during the day,
Yeah.
which is I think a very bold move.
Oh yeah.
Especially for an independent film.
Yeah, because you can hide more in the dark in the shadows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But man, having it broad daylight, there's these two girls, one of them being Samantha Marie, and they're just standing out there having a conversation. And our killer, our naughty boy, starts to come down the stairs, which I'm thinking is outside one of his kill rooms, because let's face it, dude has multiple kill rooms.
I would think so. Yeah, I would think so, because honestly, too, just storage space can really be a problem. So
Disposal places. Yes.
Yeah.
We never know whatever ends up happening to him, and which is another brilliant thing, because
True.
we see the carnage, we see the brutality, but we don't know. It's not like all these other films that show you how they're disposed of and all that stuff. So you just don't know how is he committing these crimes, other than they find the aftermath. There is no disposal, to be perfectly honest. But he's got so many damn different places, you don't know. They don't always find them.
Like, yeah, it's like
I like a killer that moves around. He's got continental taste,
Well,
I feel like this
the
warehouse over here.
Well, it's like it's like I agree with that, but it's like what we were saying. It's kind of the aspect of the film's paranoia builds up, because this guy or girl could come from anywhere.
Yes,
absolutely anywhere at any time. To anybody, it's like there's not like something that the police can say, okay, if you're avoiding this height of person, or
there's
stay
no
away
profile
from dimly lit areas, or even things like that, because
there's no profile.
Well, that's the thing, exactly. It's happening in people's homes. It's happening, and like you said, in broad daylight. It's like, it's not something that they're easily going to go, okay, this guy, he's doing it with this,
Right.
That's no, the police have no leads. He's the person's not making any mistakes.
Right.
To get
and then what is so brilliant about a lot of these scenes is location.
Yeah.
That's one thing that Derek and his team are just so good at. Every location is amazing. It's different.
No, you're gonna feel it.
Adds to the realism here.
It's
You
like
literally feel
textural. It's like visual texture.
all
If that
the
makes
way.
sense. You know, it's like you can feel the atmosphere of where you're at. It's like it
Mhm.
helps lead into what's happening in the scenes. Yeah.
And exactly, it helps
Yeah.
build the tension and release.
Right.
What are we supposed to be feeling right now? The surroundings, for all of the
Right.
emotional scenes, because we're getting into these cops' lives, we're finding out more about them, and then we have this grieving widow,
Right.
at the same time, and what he's going through. He's not showing up for work on time, and we just don't know. We don't know.
Right.
Are you the killer in this case, or are you just grieving? It's always this cat and mouse of trying to figure out what is going on.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's like what we were talking about.
Which
It's
is,
like,
I love that. You
well,
have
no,
to,
yeah, exactly.
especially in a serial killer story.
When somebody goes through grief, I mean, it's like even that in parts. Honestly, if we should mention it too, is it's kind of the aspect to Scream. The nods to that, to where it's like it's a masked killer. You don't know who it is, but you don't know what a person's motive is. You don't know whether whether it's male or female.
The only link that we really have in that case is the boots.
Yeah, but it's still
because
on that
of the
point.
Brilliant camera angles.
Well, that's the thing.
Killer.
It's exactly.
They don't let you go, okay, I can tell by the size, I can tell by the shoulders, I can tell by all of this stuff. Because even when he killed in broad light, broad daylight, he didn't even have the mask that he's always wearing, at night. So is it two killers? We don't know.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying, and it could be just because, like, see, it's big clothing or something like that is shown to us. It still could be a woman, because on that end, because of it's the same as urban legends on that end. Everybody thought it was a guy, and big deal, but that's
at 1 minute you think it's one guy, and the next minute you think it's Johnny Jerkoff down the street.
Right, and then that's kind of the thing.
We don't know.
Right, and that's the thing, and we're kind of going through the story through this grieving widow,
right?
Widower, and the cops trying to solve this murder case. So and it's like Lynn Lowry. See, you know what I'm saying? She could get a dude. Well,
I mean, why?
Well, I mean,
what kind of information are you getting?
Always looking for suspects.
He's always looking for the suspect. It looks to me like he's just having a good time. But
looks can be deceiving. That's high.
Exactly.
That's
that
high
ends up shattered. Absolutely shattered, because now we have the killer going after Lynn Lowry's character and his partner as well, his family, and so they get
I love
the case. Absolutely.
Yeah, she was great. She was very entertaining to the film. I liked her a lot.
Every cast member was perfectly casted, and a big shout out to my brother Joe Rosing, who was also in a scene in this film as well. I was glad to see him attached to that.
Oh yeah, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was trying to literally console Daniel.
Oh yeah,
going through it all and everything, and it's like, but and also too, it's like I like that at times humor got tossed in there, and it recalls to me for a scene in the convenience store.
Oh my goodness,
where we get a line, and forgive me if I'm quoting it wrong, but we get the line delivered: "You wear a helmet to take a little shit."
Yep.
And I loved that. I just busted out laughing. I loved that. That was great.
And I love the bartender too that Daniel's character goes to all the time. Because at one second, he's like, I'm really sorry. I understand what you're going through. And then he has an outburst or two, because the guy's fucking family just died. He's like, you need to go. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I appreciated that he wasn't the seedy bartender. Oh yeah, let's
Right.
put more alcohol in this guy that you can tell
Right.
lost everything, is losing it, and is lashing out as a
Yep.
result. And it's like, yeah, I liked the up and down aspect of it there that you were trying to. It's like, man, there's
No,
some
absolutely.
there's more than one person that give off the vibe that they could be the killer, and I enjoy that.
Lizzie brings up a fantastic point, and I agree with this 1,000%. Horror needs humor, or you get desensitized to the horror. So we need those moments of release, whether it's comic relief
No, I
or
agree.
we're just delving into a completely different emotion. When we say it's a thrill ride, it's up and down. You
Right.
have this
Yeah. It's like,
fucking
even to that end,
fucking kills. But
it's
at
not.
the same time, you have what these cops are going through in their personal lives and everybody else around them, and a grieving widow. What is he doing? How is he getting through? Day after day, he comes into the meat market joint, and he just looks like he's losing it. Like,
Right. Tunnel vision. Yeah.
oh
It's like,
my
I'm
goodness.
just coming here to do my job. I have nothing else in my
Right.
life. It's like he goes very robotic.
And yeah, and that's what he ends up saying to the bartender. He's like, "What? Go home to no wife, no kid,
Yeah.
no
Go
nothing?"
home alone. Yeah. Go to nothing. And that's the thing, and that's where you kind of, you're always feeling for the guy there, as it's like, to him, he had everything and then it's gone. And it's like, you feel bad for him.
But then he ends up doing something that completely shocks your ass. And I think this was brilliant, that he ends up going to the gun store.
Yeah.
This character, I feel, was fucking brilliant from start.
Yeah.
He reminds
he nailed
me
that archetype of the gun
Oh
store.
yeah, the gun store owner. He's like your shit kicking, American bred badass. He's like, what you want?
Guys that
You
they
want
use
stopping
for GTA
power?
games.
You want, this little lady over here.
Yeah.
He's like, I got everything that you fucking need.
Right.
And then Daniel ends up just arming himself to the nines, and it makes us feel like he's getting ready, because obviously the cops have no clue what the fuck's going on. No suspects, no pattern, no nothing. And he's got all this fucking firepower, $5,000 worth of firepower.
Over $5,000 over what the guy asked.
Yeah, he just hands him a bag full of money. It's like, where the fuck does a meat packing guy get a bag full of $10,000? I don't know too many. I really
That's a lot of baby back ribs. I mean, that's all I can say. That's a decent amount of brisket right there. So
he's like Arby's. We got the meats,
But to a degree, it kind of, not exactly, mind you, but it kind of reminded me of like the scene in the old school Terminator, where he goes into the gun store and it's like, well, I want all of it. I want everything that was mentioned. I'll take it all. And like, what? And then that's the vibe. You're like, okay, is this guy about to go Punisher, on the guy that did this to his family? And it's like, it's.
Well, you think we think we have a vigilante on our hands.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh, is this going to go good? Is this going to go bad? This could go a lot of different ways.
Well, and one of the things that I really love about his partner is that he's constantly thinking that this is Daniel. It's written all over him, And then we have the police captain kicking both of them off because they feel they're too personally invested,
right?
Which is very indicative of these types of films,
right?
Christina says, "Meat on the black market." Oh my goodness!
I mean, it could be. I mean,
he very well could be. You don't know. But so there's so many we think we know, but we don't know. Now this looks different. And that's the great push and pull of a cop drama where they're trying to solve these heinous murders. This is where the true crime aspect comes in. And the kills, man, they get bigger and bigger. And the girls that he keeps going after are more random, more random. And the types of ways that he takes them out. When I say special effects on special of practical fucking effects, everything is practical. There's not a CGI fucking thing in this entire film.
Yeah,
so right there, you got the big, Reaper Chubby for that. Because if there's no CGI and you made all this feel so real, you won my heart over every time.
Yeah, and well, indie films are way better at doing that than the studios. Studios, even when they do try to do it, most of the time budgets feel hollow. It's like the film is just like, it's like you had all that money to do that, and this is what you ended up with. Really? Like who edited this?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Sci-Fi Channel.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, so you took a good movie and cut out all the good stuff.
Films.
Yeah. Pretty much. It's like,
but we love to hate them at the same time. So, it's a
exactly. I mean,
a crazy relationship we have with it.
You got an entertainment value, right? But it's like on that, it's like you really are. You're trying to struggle the ups and downs to figure out what's going on, who's got the right facts, who don't, who's what.
Are they any closer? Are they on to something? We don't.
Are they going to strike again? It's like there's not like there's a timer. It's not like
it's so fucking random.
Day, or it's completely random, exactly. And it's like, and it's like the level of paranoia that starts happening throughout the characters, I thought was really well done too.
Oh yeah, they're getting more and more pissed. That they can't figure out, who this is. One of the detective partners thinks that he has it figured out, and of course, Detective Stevens is like, "No, I'm going to solve this thing."
It's
at every turn
tug of war between the two.
Yeah. So you got the conflict between the two of them, and people are still dying all over the place. Yeah. But, this film is packed full of twists and turns. And, well, you know what? I'm going to let this sink in real quick because we're going to go ahead and show you the trailer for Torture the Flesh. Oh, if that wasn't 1,000 pounds of sexy, I don't know what is, people. Man, everything from the surroundings, all of the you have cop cars, you have ambulances. I mean, this is a film that looks like it should have been all fucking over the movie theaters. You should be
Yeah.
seeing AMC. You should be seeing this every theater you can fucking think of. This is passion for film in every stretch of the imagination. And I'm telling you, the twists, and we obviously we don't want to give that away. We want you to go watch this, so we're not going to give it away. But it's like what you think you know and what actually is about to happen is going to throw you for a fucking loop. Hey, what's going on there? John Wesley Norton says this looks great. It should. I shot. Oh, okay, awesome. Well, yes, sir. I mean, our hats off to you, man, because we don't just review any old film. As films grab us and stir those dark delights within, we need to let the masses know. And this film has definitely captivated us, which is why we're covering it. Christina says, yup, I need this film in my life. Oh my goodness, it's so fucking good. Yes, the lighting in it is an entity in itself. Yep. Visually, this film from top to bottom looks, feels real. It's gritty. It feels like you're with them, but it's almost got that old school kind of flavor from the 80s where you feel like it's a whole different world that doesn't exist. And that's what these films should do, right? In my opinion.
Yeah.
And it brings all those warm fuzzies of, I thought I knew what was going to happen, but I'm so shocked. You know, you're going to be standing up one minute, you're going to be cheering the next. All the good things that films like this should do and instill those feelings. So it's time to rate it, man, because obviously we ain't giving away the epic ending. Oh, no, we won't do that because you, all of you out there in the Black Flame universe needs to go watch this. It's free. You have no choice. It's free. Watch it. And I guarantee I've now watched it like 3 or 4 times. I pick up on new shit every single time. And that is the mark of an excellent film. So go ahead there, Morty. Let's get your rating and then I'll weigh in.
See, I would say for me, personally, if I'm going 1 to 10, which I usually do, I'd say like a solid 8.5 at least. At least it to me on that, the thing could up it is if we got a sequel. That would up my number for the first one because I believe that the first one has potential for a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
So, but a solid film, definitely worth a watch. More than one watch, and practical effects all day long. Yes, I agree. Lighting, the music, everything. Yeah. Morty liked it.
Absolutely. For me, this is a solid 9.2. Because location. All of the locations in this film are just perfectly picked.
Yeah.
The acting is stellar. There wasn't a single actor or actress that did not bring their best for this.
Right. Yeah. There wasn't any lazy acting. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Stellar fucking acting. Joe DiBartolo, Darren Bowman, Bobby Bozek, Lynn Lowry, Andre Boyd, Lillian Lamore, Jimmy Shea, who I'm going to be, working with in the next film. The Clown Dies at Midnight. Literally everybody that had a part, Joe Jewett, I love Officer Malone. He was like the fucking ass kicker, the moral police. Love it. But I mean, and the victims, man, it takes a lot to sell fear.
Yeah.
really does. That is not an easy task.
Well, because if you don't see that's why we have scream queens. Because if you didn't, then you would not be afraid of any
Lakeisha
of the
B as
iconic
well.
ones. That's the
Mhm.
thing, it's like you wouldn't be afraid of any of them if that starlet didn't convey to you that she's in fear for her life from this masked killer. So there is much important to a horror movie as the killer, very much
Yeah,
so.
and I don't think people realize that. I think they get, they confuse scream queens with final girls. Those are really two different things.
Yeah. No, they can be. They can come together, and they
They
have.
can. Yes,
Well,
yes,
yes,
they can.
yeah. It's a
Because
two very
obviously,
different.
uh, Halloween, Jamie Lee Curtis,
Right.
has been able to combine them both. Not only does she have the most stellar scream in the business, but at the same token, she can still survive
Well,
and
yeah,
become an ass kicker.
she's been in a bit. I mean, from the original prom night to the first Halloween, the Halloween series, and it's like she kept doing films like that for a while.
Right.
And then like established it, it's like, but you got to have that scream, you got to have that grit, you got to show that masked
Mhm.
killer what's for. If you're going to go into the final girl level, you got to kick his ass.
Oh yeah, and you don't get
Or
that
her
with
ass, whoever's ass is getting kicked. Or the monster, kick the monster's ass.
right.
If the
But
monster eats
so
you, then you lose.
that's the brilliance, though. That is the brilliance of this film. No one gets out alive. And, how many times do we root for that killer? Are we with that killer? You know what I'm saying? Because you're constantly trying to see, is he going to get caught? That's a huge part of this film. And I think what really sets this film on fire, you never know what is going to happen. Is he going to get caught? Because 9 times out of 10 in a lot of these thriller horror films, slasher films, the slasher fucks up. He really does. But in this case, you're going to be really, really surprised. And unfortunately, Morty just got casted back into the Omniverse. So hopefully we get him back. But, like I said, a solid 9.2 for me. Location is fantastic. The music selection, the scoring of this film, when you're supposed to feel a certain feeling, you get it. You really do. It amplifies those emotions, whether it's fear or it's sadness or it's like you're caught in between in madness. The scoring here really does that. And one of the things that I love with epic slasher killers like this is when metal music reigns the scene. And that's one of the things that I loved a lot about the kill scenes and made me feel like this film is larger than life. I would have loved to see this get a limited theater run. And we should probably petition for some shit like that, in my opinion. Acting, again, top notch, perfect actors, actresses. The storytelling here is epic as fuck. This is not your run of the mill slasher. It's not predictable. You think that it could be predictable, but it's not. And the twists and turns, the diabolical of the kills, the practical effects. This is what I am giving it a 9.2 for, because all the way around, cinematography, everything is on point. There is love in this film to the nth degree. You can tell that this was a passion project. And as you can see, my undead brother here, Mortimer Deadfellow, has rejoined us. So it's that quick. You summon him, he comes back.
Well, I say never trust your electricity to a bunch of skeletons that got no guts.
I think Vlad the Impaler's been fucking around again. You know what, Christina? I absolutely 1000% agree with you here. Being able to figure out a movie too soon makes you want to not watch the rest of it. And this film definitely gives you so many twists and turns, so many reasons to be invested in these characters that you want to find out the resolution. It's like, I can't stop this movie. I need to know how this resolves.
I've come this far,
Like,
not stopping that.
And I'm telling you right now, Derek Braasch and Chivi's films have definitely got a cult classic on their hands. And we're sure that everybody sees this, because guess what? This is what you're going to do, demons. This weekend, you're going to watch this film. You're going to watch Torture the Flesh, because all of you can get on Tubi. You don't have to have a subscription. You don't have to do shit. You just have to get on the site and watch it. And as you know, Tubi is the great place for the underground. Ooh, man. Do I absolutely love Tubi for that. Thanks, Satan's nutsack, because they bring so many amazing independent films, and we love them for that. And this is one that should be high on your list of must watch. That's what I was trying to say. Got a little tongue-tied. Got to put that back in. You know, I borrowed it from, Hannibal Lecter, and he's been busy.
Yeah.
So
he knows and he can talk in a couple different languages too. So that's
certainly can.
No.
Yeah. But this is our synopsis, guys. Very highly rated by Reapers Underground for so many good reasons. This film will far supersede your expectations, and the actors bring it in every stretch of the imagination. So thank you, Derek Braasch and Chivi's Films, for making this film happen. And it's been an honor for us to review it for everybody out there in the Black Flame universe. So thank you so much to my brother, Mortimer Deadfellow, for joining me on this review, because I knew this was a film that would pretty much put a chokehold on him like it did me. And definitely for all of the viewers out there, this is definitely a must-see film. So thank you all so much for joining us on a Thursday night. And as you have, visions of serial killers dancing in your heads, you might want to look under the bed, look behind the door, make sure you peek out from the shower curtain just to make sure that this killer is not standing outside just waiting for you to drop your guard. And make sure that you watch Torture the Flesh. And always stay heavy.
Thank you for joining us on Reapers Underground. Stay tuned for more from Black Flame Entertainment.